Good morning. Feeling maybe a little bit better than yesterday, and wanted to share at least two things with you. We'll see where it goes from there. The first is I worked in this cafe yesterday. Decided to switch things up a little bit, and I'm making more coffee. So, worked in this cafe, pretty good. I think I can say that I finished. Sorry, it's so dark. This section of road always has no lights. I think I can pretty much say I'm done with the UI for my app. I was thinking about this last night. I think I should probably stop calling this an MVP. What is that? That's a carton, just on fire. Nice. Yeah, it's not really a minimum viable product. It's more like a alpha product, but that's okay. I think. See, let me finish the train of thought and then tell you the problem that I'm dealing with. Yeah, basically, finished the UI, and I'm working on getting it set up to launch. Basically, load testing it, and I feel like, see, I'm constantly balancing this line of what's MVP and what's not MVP, because I'm doing a fair bit of optimization of my code, memory management and speed and stuff like that. And should that really be in an MVP? No. But here's the problem. I tested my app on my actual web server yesterday, and on my MacBook Pro, my computer that I have with me, it could handle 15. Basically, all you need to know is that a user makes a request, and then it does a long running operation that for minutes, and then spits out a result. And I did 15 requests at the same time on my MacBook Pro, and it was fine, but I think it has 64 gigs of memory, of RAM. The server I'm running on has 1. I keep running into out of memory issues, and it keeps killing my my Python app. So the app is literally unusable for more than one request at a time. And so it's okay, well, back to this MVP discussion. I can't share this on Product Hunt or something and have it immediately have run into out of memory issues and only one person can use it. So it's okay, so this is an actual problem that I need to solve to get it to the M in minimum. And so that's what I'm working on. And yesterday, it's kind of interesting. I worked a little bit later than I usually did because I ate lunch at this cafe and worked 4 hours and 45 minutes or something like that. And I was okay, I'm definitely burnt right now. Went back to the hostel, just chilled, watched some YouTube, just did nothing basically. And I was okay, let me just get one more hour in, because I can do some pretty easy stuff, just blasting requests at my web server, and just collecting data. It's not that brain intensive. And I sat down, and then before I knew it, the hour timer went up, and I looked up, and it had been like 2.5 hours later. And at the end of that, I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm very exhausted. And the thought it produced, or the thought experiment I wanted to have, was like, I'm not quite sure what I want to say, and that's why I'm trying to I wanted to kind of process it in the moment. It's like, doing that, it does not feel sustainable. Like, where you're basically working to exhaustion in the morning, taking a break, and then working to exhaustion in the afternoon. And I feel very fortunate to be able to have this experience. But I have, see, it's so tough, because what I was going to say is, like, I've found the most sustainable work pattern to be about 4 hours in the morning, and then like really light work in the afternoon, maybe a couple hours. But as soon as I get to that like point of exhaustion, it eats into the next day. And the more that I eat into the next day, the more that my total energy declines. So it's like on Monday, I'll have 100% energy. Figuratively, I don't have a loop metric for energy. But like, if I keep doing this, it's like by Friday, I'm at I wake up and I'm at 60% energy. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I like sustainability, but on the other hand, it's like, do you balance, or what am I trying to say? Like, are there periods of your life when you just need to do that? When you just need to tap into the reserves and grind it out? I don't know. You know, Brian Johnson talks about, like, if he would have gone back, like, pre-entrepreneurship journey, he would have, knowing what he knows now, he would have started at a more health sustainable path or route, like, rather than the whole, you know, grind, sleep in the office, get 3 hours of sleep, like, just look like crap. Like, he would have actually prioritized his health. And I think I'm trying to do that. I think I realized that I'm trying to follow that route. And I don't know. Maybe come back in 2 years and I'll tell you how it went. But I feel great, besides, the last 2 days. And speaking of feeling great, the second point that I wanted to make was this. Well, speaking of, it's more like macro feeling great. The last 2 days I've felt like crap. Just sore throat, mild headache, kind of sluggish, slower. Yeah, where was I? I don't remember. I was somewhere yesterday where I think I was walking to dinner, and it just, like, I had watched this YouTube video from Andrew Kirby on his journey to making $10,000 a month, 6 different ways, all the businesses that he had started, and successes and failures and stuff like that. And, you know, it produced a delta, which is like, why am I not there kind of thing, and made me question a little bit, like, okay, am I actually following, like, he's done this 6 times, and like the framework is clearly working. Like, am I actually following this, or am I doing something different? Because if I'm doing something different, then I have to come up with my own reason why my way is better, and what do I know, because I haven't been there. So just like started to get into like a little bit of negative thought patterns, and I noticed, I started to think of like, it just like started to spiral, and it was like, this like YouTube thing, I'm like not really doing it right, and like it's taking me forever, and like, you know, I'm not gaining subscribers, which is not true, but, and then I was like, this whole SaaS thing, like, blah, 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 blah. And then I thought about like Brian Johnson and health, and I was like, you know, all these, like, look at all these people that are interested in health, and there's a, you know, is there an untapped desire there? And it's like, I'm not doing anything about it, you know? And it's, my point being, I just started having all these negative, critical thoughts, and I noticed that it just started to spiral. And I caught it, and I was like, what is going on? Like, why are you being so negative? And I thought, like, I think this is just because I feel like crap right now. And the next thing I thought was like, you know, don't make any decisions when you feel like this. Like, my goal is just to get through this period of sore throat and headache until I can actually think clearly and wake up feeling refreshed, and then make decisions there. Yeah, it was just kind of weird. I think I've had periods of this before, and I think I've shared stuff like this before. I don't remember, but yeah, I find it's like one negative thought just spirals into another, and the thing that's helped me get through it is not to be logical, but to just wait. To just wait until you feel better, and then make like, don't make decisions in that mindset. So anyway, like, I feel better now, but it's just one of those things that I observed and caught yesterday. I was like, what is going on? Anyway, see you tomorrow.